In this video, Jorge Lorenzo would have vetoed Valentino Rossi's return had he known Yamaha were getting him back. Jack Miller admits the rookies are making him nervous. And Andrea Dovizioso congratulates Pecco Bagnaia and claims his part in developing the Desmos Edici. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Fix. The relationship between Valentino Rossi and Jorge Lorenzo is so good right now that this weekend, Jorge Lorenzo will take part in the 7th edition of 100 km of Champions at the VR46 ranch. But it wasn't always like that. When Yamaha signed Jorge Lorenzo alongside Valentino Rossi all the way back in 2008, Rossi was not happy. Although Rossi won the championship in both 2008 and 2009, Lorenzo did close the gap considerably in just 2 years. Then Rossi switched over to Ducati and everyone thought that was the end of Rossi-Yamaha saga. To the disappointment of the whole of Italy, Rossi on Ducati didn't work out. If after 6 or 7 races you do bad results, your value drops quickly. Valentino had 2 bad seasons at Ducati and his value had changed radically from 2 years earlier when he won with the Yamaha. I on the other hand at that time could do more or less what I wanted. I could have thought I don't want Valentino to return to Yamaha. Surely Yamaha would have accepted it. The doctor's return to Yamaha was so unlikely that even Jorge Lorenzo couldn't anticipate it. The 5-time world champion admits that had he known, he would have vetoed it, just like Rossi vetoed Casey Stoner's move to Yamaha. Lorenzo recalled, "I didn't do it because I didn't think about it. I didn't imagine that Yamaha was going to get Valentino back. Had I known, I surely would have, because it's a natural thing." I don't know if it is true, but it was said that Valentino had earlier vetoed Stoner's entry into Yamaha. What do you think? Did Valentino actually block Stoner's way to Yamaha, or was it just a paddock rumor? Let's discuss in the comments below. At the start of 2021, Ducati chose Pecco Bagnaia and Jack Miller in place of proven race winners Andrea Dovizioso and Danilo Petrucci. At the same time, Yamaha did not hesitate to relocate the great Valentino Rossi to a satellite team in order to make space for young Fabio Quartararo in the factory team. And then came the rookies of 2021, 2 of which left us the fans wanting for more and their fellow riders a bit worried. One such worried rider is Jack Miller. "Now I know how Dovi and Petrucci felt when I passed them," Miller jokes nervously. "It's not a good feeling and I hope these newbies slow down a bit." Jorge Martin managed 1 win, 3 podiums and 4 poles in his rookie year, and his feedback during the official test proved invaluable to the evolution of the Desmos Edici. Unsurprisingly, Gigi Dall'Igna is impressed. With his contract ending in 2022 and Paolo Ciabatti already throwing Martin's name in the mix for the factory seat in 2023, Jack Miller will have to get his act together and recharge his battery and do whatever it takes to start the season strong. Not only Jorge Martin, but also Enea Bastianini makes Jack nervous. Enea is also contracted directly with Ducati and he surprised the paddock in the second half of the season with a very out-of-date bike. Gigi also mentioned his name in the 3 outstanding Ducati riders of 2021 along with Pecco and Martin. But for now, Jack's biggest threat is Jorge Martin. Jack admits, "He is a very complete rider and that makes me nervous. This bike is not easy to handle, it has its own character, but Jorge did a great job handling it. He is very professional, unlike me when I came to MotoGP. All the rookies make me nervous because they are getting faster and faster." And at the end of 2020, 3-time title runner-up Andrea Dovizioso parted ways with Ducati over conflicts with Gigi Dall'Igna, and Danilo Petrucci was let go in favor of Jack Miller. At the time, many questioned the future of Ducati with a rather inexperienced rider lineup across all 3 teams. But the gamble did pay off and Ducati managed to get both team and constructor titles with both their factory riders in top 4 in the overall standings. Moreover, they also took the independent team title with Pramac, independent riders title with Zarco, as well as the Rookie of the Year with Jorge Martin. Away from the action for most of the season, Andrea Dovizioso has kept a close eye on his former team and is left impressed by the performance of Ducati as well as his replacement. Andrea said, "Pecco has done a great job at Ducati. After only a few races, he was able to deliver very consistent performances. In qualifying, he is always in the front and also in the race. I can only congratulate him." If you always see a lot of Ducati riders at the top, it shows that something has happened. That was not the case when I was there. And as we know, MotoGP bikes do not become that good overnight, and reminding us just that, Dovi claims his part in bringing the Desmos Edici to a place where the others are borderline scared of going against it next year. Dovi said, "In MotoGP, a bike doesn't develop from one race to another. It's a long process and takes a lot of years. I know how difficult it is to develop a bike and how much work you have to do with all the engineers. You have to take care of all the areas of the bike. I think everyone at Ducati knows that." If you made it till here, let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up. To stay up to date on all things MotoGP, hit that subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell. Here are 2 more videos which you might enjoy. My name is Sankalp and I'll be back with another video very soon.